Hi Aries, Amber here from Symbols for Living. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me. Please do like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the reading, and also join me on Instagram if you so wish. This reading or this spread is asking the question for you Aries, how does he or she feel about me? So I can see here that the overall energy in answer to that question is hope and long-term planning. There's also a very spiritually inspiring kind of energy about your relationship, as we do have the Lovers card at the center of the spread. So this tells me that your partner or the person that you're thinking about may be in a place where they're stuck between two options. It could very well be that they absolutely adore you, very much like you, and feel that you guys have a real connection, especially with the Star card here. However, I feel that they are having to make a decision and it's hard for them. In the past, the way that they felt about you was the Knave of Swords. So they may have felt like they wanted to get to know you. They may have been asking a lot of questions and discovering things about you. You may have felt a little bit maybe not interrogated, but they definitely were paying a lot of attention to you. And, maybe even they could have been on social media even checking you out, learning about you, seeing what your friends are like, seeing what your interests are, and just basically trying to figure you out, which has now put them in the position of them actually liking what they found, but having to make a choice for some reason. There's no other threes in this reading, so I'm not going to presume that there's a third party. So maybe a decision, maybe they're deciding on taking that chance with the Star card here. In the future, again, we've got the Two of Pentacles, how they'll be feeling about you. They'll be feeling like they need to make a choice. So it could be that there are, for your partner, maybe they are seeing somebody else, maybe. That's quite possible. Because they are, in the future, going to feel like they need to make a choice between you and someone else. What they're thinking right now in terms of your relationship is the Queen of Swords. So they're thinking that, or they're trying to use logic, I think, to think about things and to be less emotional. They could also be worried about past hurts that they've experienced, and wondering whether or not that, this will happen again with you. So there could be a bit of fear there for them, and that's why they could be trying to be really rational rather than making a decision from their heart space. We've got lots of swords cards here, then we've got a pentacle. So yeah, I would definitely say your partner or the person you're interested in is not really, they're more cautious, I think, and they're more investigative here with the swords, the Knave of Swords and then the Queen of Swords in the position of how they're thinking. Yeah, there's a bit of fear here. And then we've got the Eight of Swords as to how they, what they're planning to do, what they're thinking about doing. And it looks as if they're stuck. The Eight of Swords represents that feeling of being stuck, feeling like you have to move, but maybe not being able to because you're just too fearful of all the things that could go wrong. So your partner, although he's, it's interesting because the card that represents the energy throughout the reading is the Star card. So it is saying that your partner needs to either be given some sort of reassurance, some sort of reason to hope for something, or just, I mean, really and truly, your partner needs to develop more faith and hope, and be more positive and have a kind of more positive expectation for the outcome of the relationship. That's what I can see so far. Just thinking. Okay, so to clarify the Two of Pentacles, we've got the Temperance card. So, yeah, that's slightly... Okay, it could be both ways. It could be that, they finally feel liberated and they feel like everything's finally fallen into place. Once they do make a decision, they may feel like they really have made the right decision once they make it, and experience a type of freedom and healing. It could also mean that they're choosing to blend both of their worlds together. They're trying to make it work. They're still trying to juggle. They don't want to maybe have to give up. They want to know how they can make it work with both of you. Or if it's not another person, if it's just maybe work, or because it is a Pentacles card, it could very well be work. So it could be that they've just got other obligations or a lot of other responsibilities, and they're just trying to figure out a way to make it work. So it looks like they're not wanting to give up on you, or give up on the relationship, or whatever the potential could be. They are wanting to work with it. And you've got the Five of Chalices. So yeah, this does talk about loss. So your partner could have been hurt in the past, and could now be very focused on work. And they might not be very trusting right now. It looks like, yeah, they've experienced a loss, and they're still maybe grieving from the loss, although it may have happened, it may have been a painful event that happened a long time ago, but for some reason it's still kind of stuck with them, and they haven't maybe properly grieved. However, it is water under the bridge. I don't think it's any threat to you now, in terms of anyone coming back or them kind of still being hung up on someone per se. It could just be just that sense of loss that they're still maybe having to come to terms with, forgive themselves for, etc. And I think it just left them in a very non-trusting place where they just don't trust the outcome of things. Okay, then we've got the Tower card to clarify the Queen of Swords. So yeah, this talks about massive changes, flashes of insight. Yeah, like changes in the foundations, maybe of their core beliefs. It may be, basically, it could just be feeling very, very unstable right now. But they could be learning how to, find stability in the chaos. Because the Queen of Swords as well in this deck is represented by that, just by the energy, remaining calm whilst at the center of a storm kind of energy. So they are trying to maybe marry their emotions with their thoughts, trying to stay balanced, and again trying to stay rational about things in order to kind of keep that balance. However, it is kind of a really big change for them. It's interesting as well because this card is ruled by Uranus, and also the Star card is ruled by Uranus. Or at least they're very similar, got similar correspondences. So it could be that the person that you're seeing is an Aquarius, an air sign with all these swords here, or a Libra or Gemini. especially with the Lovers card here at the centre. Yeah, so okay, let's go ahead and clarify the top card. So we've got another 8. So this talks about movement. So they're thinking about moving on. I do think that they want to explore love. They want to see how where this could go. But again, I think they are having to say goodbye to something. There's a sense of having to let go of something in order to move on. The 8 of Swords again talks about letting go. So there's some sort of maybe they still think about some sort of past situation quite a lot, which has left them in quite an untrusting kind of state of mind. And they're maybe consumed with, thoughts from the past but now I think they are feeling like that, it is time to move on. And then we've got the Knight of Chalices to clarify the Lovers card. So I think that your partner is feeling quite victorious in love, I would say, with the Knight of Chalices. I think they feel like they are kind of coming through some sort of breakthrough. They are making progress in their emotional life. They will be extending an offer to you by the looks of things, most definitely. We've pretty much already clarified they're not wanting to go anywhere. They're not wanting to leave you. There's no cards here that represent death or endings apart from the Tower card. He is thinking maybe, there is a possibility that, this could be read so many ways because it's just so general, but yeah, there's a possibility that he is a bit torn in some way of having to end something, thinking about ending something, thinking about starting over in some way, or letting things crumble, trying something new, some sort of fresh start or clearing the deck. So I feel like he wants to clear out, or she wants to clear out those kind of negative, maybe past energies or hurts, and they're wanting that breakthrough, and they're planning to move forward in love. And I feel like they want to explore what love can bring, because we've got the Lovers card here and the Knight of Chalices. So it's quite positive, and the Star card. So I'd say that, he is or she is interested, but they're stuck between two things, or not trying to figure out how to merge two things together. It may be work or responsibilities they already have. And they are also looking to leave past hurts behind. So this movement forward is definitely on the cards. You've got the Death card here underneath and the Chariot. So yeah, again, I would say with the Death card and the Chariot, it's about ending things and then moving forward quite positively, courageously as well, in one particular direction. So yeah, I would say that your partner is feeling quite positive about you, however a bit hesitant, because of trust issues, maybe from past hurts and mistakes, but probably does look like they're hoping to move forward with you and make a decision to be brave and extend an offer to you, which will lead to another, it will still kind of leave here. This is only really for April anyway, so it could be that still this month, although he may or she may still be very much interested, giving you time, wooing you, they're still not maybe 100% certain on making a decision. They're still a bit up in the air, but they know they have to make a decision. With the Two of Pentacles, you have to. There's you can only do that for so long, juggle, 2 coins for so long. So yeah, I'd say it's quite a positive reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. And if you'd like your own personal reading to find out how your love interest feels about you, you can get in contact with me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. All right, take care. Bye.